Hey, mirror bitch, you looking real clean. You looking real bad. You looking like a queen. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you, but I gotta.
Hey, it's locked.
It's me, Johnnie. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a recap of Insecure Season 3, Episode 3, Backwards Like. So let's just get straight into the video. So the first scene is Issa waking up to Daniel saying that she's moving to his side of the bed. Now, what's startling about this scene is that they're sleeping in the bed together. Like, when did that start? But they go and talk, and Issa goes and starts to daydream about him eating her box and then eating hot Cheetos on top of that, which hot Cheetos are bomb, okay? But anywho, but it's actually a daydream, and then she realizes that she's going to be late for work, and she gets up, they have small talk, and she actually exits the building because she doesn't want to be late for work. So the next scene is of Issa and Molly in a doggy spa. She's taking her dog to the doggy spa, and Issa's talking about how her dog is more privileged than she is technically right now, and that she's starving. So they get into talking about their men and what's going on in their lives. Molly's telling Issa about her new job and how it's bliggity black, and that she thinks that there should be, she made a little funny joke saying that there's shea butter dispensers in the bathrooms. I thought that was pretty funny. Then she asks about Issa and her new job, and Issa tells her, like, I'm still a bum, you know, I still don't have a job. I still don't have the job that I want. I'm still at my old job that I hate so much, and I'm really uninterested in. And she also mentions that she has an interview with the apartments for the position for property manager and potentially moving into the apartment. So Molly ends and tells her that she is happy that she's going to be moving out of Daniel's place, but Issa kind of slides in there that she kind of likes staying with him. It's secure, it's comfortable, and it's rent-free, but Molly knows where she's going. If she continues to stay there, she's going to sleep with Daniel. So Issa also tells her that she's not really into Daniel like that, and that they sleep in the same bed platonically, like not really showing any affection and stuff. But Molly ain't buying it. Molly ain't buying it. So the next scene is with Daniel and his understudy that, well, used to be his understudy, and that he was teaching how to produce. He's meeting with him to play the beat for him, and from last episode, and he plays it, but the boy kind of discredits it, like kind of says it's like jazzy, and like it's not enough bass in it, like it's too jazzy. And Daniel likes this beat, so he was like, yeah, it's jazzy, but it sounds really good. And the boy like offered to help him with his beat, and Daniel let him help him with his beat, and he put a little bit of bass in it. Honestly, I think the one that had the bass in it sounds a little bit better than the one that doesn't. After he improved the beat, Daniel was kind of a little bit, his pride was a little hurt. Like, he didn't want to change it. Like, I think that he just didn't want his understudy or his protege to change his beat. He thought it sounded good the way that it was. But honestly, like I just said, that other beat sounds a little bit better with the thumping of the bass on it. So Molly is back at work in Chicago, and she's so excited that she's at an all-black firm, but she keeps bringing up her old job. Like, everything is, oh, well, my old job didn't do this, or my old firm didn't do this, and my old firm didn't do this. And I think that the other people at the job noticed it. It was kind of semi-ignored. I would be annoyed too if I'm constantly being told, well, my other firm does this. I feel like she was being bougie to me. So yeah, I don't think that they really liked hearing about her old job all the time, and she kind of rubbed her secretary the wrong way when she stated that at my old job we use a certain pay system where we won't have to calculate anything, and it'll just be automatic or something like that. Girl, I wasn't really feeling Molly's like superior attitude. I felt like she was acting like she was a little bit better than them. So in the next scene, it's with Issa and Daniel washing clothes at the laundromat. And some old lady like tries to get her stuff. That is such a huge problem when it comes to washing in a public place, because I remember when I had to, and oh my god, I remember people used to steal my stuff. My socks would go missing, underwear go missing. So this lady almost straight took her stuff. Issa had to come up to her and was like, hey, that's mine. And then the lady ended up taking some other dude's stuff. Issa then breaks to Daniel the news that she is potentially going to move out, that she thinks she's secured the bag when it comes to her new job, and that she's going to move out. It's part-time, but she wants to move out. Daniel seems displeased. I don't know why they playing with each other. Daniel clearly is like in love with Issa, and Issa is like all over the damn place. She really don't know what she want to do. She reminds me of like a college student. Like, why she hasn't got her shit together by now, I don't know. But Issa explains to him that she's moving out, and Daniel just completely seemed displeased. He was just like, well, you should stay longer, save some money. And it's because Daniel is used to her companionship, is what I think. But Issa just says, well, she kind of low-key agrees to staying a little bit longer. So on the next scene, it's Issa and the girls. When I say that this reminded me so much of Sex in the City, but like a black version of Sex in the City, I was here for it, bitch. Okay, I was like, oop, I like this. We need to go ahead and explore this a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But it just gave me like some Sex in the City vibes, and they were just sitting around talking about their issues and like what's going on with them and what they've been up to. And it's so funny because I'm not sure what Amanda's character's name is, but Amanda Sell's character, she's like, I think her name is Tiffany or something, child. I don't know. Anywho, Amanda's character is like, I'm pregnant over here and I'm mad that I'm not in y'all group chats. Like, but I ain't feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool. So they've been pretty much excluding her from all of their group chats. So Kelly tells Issa that she has a potential apartment that doesn't have a bathroom, by the way. She tells her that she has a potential apartment and that she can move in there, but Issa kind of slides in there real finesse like, so I decided I'm gonna tell Daniel that I'm gonna stay with him longer. And everybody's like, what? Why? So the friends unanimously agree that they don't feel comfortable with Issa dating or seeing Daniel and that she should move out. But Issa's like, there's nothing stopping us right now. There's nothing objecting to this union. So why can't we just talk? Like, why can't me and Daniel just talk or whatever? But the friends are just not really feeling it. They're like, okay, we just care about you and we don't want to see you get hurt. So Issa is at work and she's conducting interviews. I'm confused because We Got Y'all is so freaking weird to me. Why do they have Issa, who the boss already expressed that she don't think is a good fit for the job? You know what I mean? Why are they having her sitting on interviews? Only because she's a black lady, okay? So Issa was clearly a diverse hire, okay? A diversity hire, okay? And now they're looking to hire someone else, and it's so crazy why they have her sitting there, because the boss has already said, hey, you're the common denominator to every single problem at this place. Why would they have her sitting in on the interview? I'm not going to pull the race card, but I'm pretty sure it's because she's black and they were interviewing a black person, okay? But Issa was answering questions. She's awkward, so she's gonna say some awkward things and make herself look awkward during the interview. Once her little friend, I call her deer in the headlights, redhead girl, she left the room, and the black girl asked Issa, like, do she like the job? And Issa was like, yeah, it's cool. And then she was like, what's your experience? Like, your experience. And Issa was like, you know how they is, but it's still cool. I don't been here for a long time, so it's still cool. And once she hears herself say that, I think that she has an epiphany, and thinks like, wow, I've been here for 5 years and I'm on the way to nowhere. So the next scene is of Issa at her cubicle doing with paperwork, and is kind of just like sitting there like, why am I still at this job? She's just having I honestly think it's a midlife crisis. or she needs to go on ahead and switch her jobs up because she's not happy. Issa looks so empty-eyed when she's at that job. She's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's draining her for what it's worth, and it's also lowering her self-esteem because you have your boss sitting here and talking to you like this, especially in front of someone that was basically on the same level as her at one point. Issa decides to go onto this website where she went to they had a little convention where it was like an employee convention, and they had this little desk set up for potential people who want to work there, basically an employment convention. And she saw this other profit program that goes into inner city schools, and she went on that website when the coast was clear. She went on that website and looked up all their stuff. So I got a feeling Issa's gonna apply for a position over there. It just seemed to be that she was more interested in that place because it was more, I would say, it was more diverse. Okay, the people who were running it were people of color, and I feel like the place that she works now, We Got Y'all, is very out of touch, and they're very arrogant in being ignorant. Okay, they don't want any input from someone, even though they asked Issa, like she's a token black girl. They don't want her input. They're not gonna listen to nothing she say, and they wonder why their crap is tanking. You know what I mean? The next scene, it's Daniel and his friend, I don't know, his associate and Spider dude in the studio, and he asked Spider, does he want to hear this track? Daniel, being Daniel, decides that he's going to be bold and play the one that was not played for the one that they fixed and edited. He just played the one that he originally made. And then the boy was looking at him. They was looking at each other like they was gonna fight, honestly. And Spider actually liked Daniel's version of it. And then the boy was like, I made a version with him too. Play that one. Spider also liked that one too. Okay. And he was like, this is gonna be hard to choose. So instead, the boy was like, you know what? F your track. We're gonna play something else. Let's just play something else. And Daniel didn't have no choice but to sit there with a dumb smile on his face, like a dumb look on his face, because he shouldn't have did that. He should have played what he agreed to play to that dude. Issa takes Daniel out to eat to celebrate her moving out. She's still going to move out. And as of right now, she's still going to move out. And she's taking him out just to say thank you and to, say thanks, basically, for letting him stay there and for letting her, crash at his spot, and how he was being so hospitable. And Daniel is like kind of standoffish and kind of like upset, and she asked, like, what's wrong? Like, do you have a problem with me or something? And Daniel was just like, nah, it's just me and my protege I played music for Spider that we didn't work on. I played my original song for Spider, and he was upset. And Issa was like, so are you going to work with him still? And he was like, probably not, basically. He just looked kind of like, he didn't answer the question. But I think he's not going to work with him anymore. And I mean, he's not going to work with the Spider dude anymore because he cares more about his music, and he doesn't want to change the way he's making his music. And Issa's like, boy, you better calm that mess down and apologize. Like, and then Daniel's like laughing at Issa, and she's like, what? And he was like, I'm just laughing because I'm taking work advice from you when you are all over the place. Like, he literally like goes after Issa. Okay, he's like, you're all over the place, you can't give me no advice, you don't even know what you want half the time. And Issa's just like, wow, like, okay, like, okay, like she was kind of shocked that he was saying this stuff to her. Issa's just like dumbfounded. She's like, I can't believe he said this stuff to me. And she just was kind of sad. Like, you could see the look on her face, like, wow, like a feeling of defeat. But Daniel was wrong for what he said. I don't think he was wrong. I think she needed to hear that mess, but I think that it was not the appropriate time for him to say something like that to her. I think he just wanted her to be there for him, and she kind of wasn't. The next scene is of Issa and Daniel sharing the bed together. Kind of the same way the show opened was the same way it's gonna close out. So they're sharing a bed together and their backs are to each other. And Issa's feeling some type of way, like, bruh, I'm moving out, because that's the kind of vibe she was giving me. Like, this is detrimental. You know what I mean? And she was just like, they both were just not in a good place. And then Daniel turned over and started kissing her on her shoulder, which I like that thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why Issa did. I'm just joking. Kissing her on her shoulder and stuff like that. And then he eventually like starts making out with her, and then he heads down south. But Issa had already thought about this in her head and kind of imagined it, but it just didn't feel right. So she was just like, no, this don't. He was like, does this feel good? And she was like, she didn't say anything. She was like, no, this doesn't feel right. We shouldn't do this. And she was like, I have to work. And they both turn their backs to each other again, and that's the end of the episode. What are my thoughts about this episode? Daniel's a fuckboy still to me. I don't like him. He's all over the place. Like, he's not honest with her. He needs to be honest and let her know how he's feeling, because he doesn't let her know. Like, he's just, he won't just come out and say it. Issa likes him, but Issa's not going to tell him. Like, she's not going to make that first move. She's just going to wait around for him. And I highly doubt that he's ever going to admit this stuff to her. Okay, so that's how this episode ends, and I can't wait for the next episode. It's really getting good. Like, I thought the first episode was kind of dull, but it's starting to get really good. I'm really interested in seeing the next episode 4. Hopefully y'all like my recaps and reviews of Insecure. These are the only show that I'm going to be reviewing because I freaking love this show. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know what you disliked or you liked about it, or how you thought or interpreted the episode. Anywho, I will see you guys on the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.